I don't think he missed a beat when he came into the first presidency or when he became the prophet. Um, I don't think he changed his style and his pattern one iota in terms of reaching out to the one. I think that following the Spirit, a prompting to go do something or be with someone, is probably the single most startling and admirable characteristic in a very admirable life. It really is Thomas S. Monson. He manages to make everybody feel that you're his best friend. You're his pride and joy, and that's another element. Let me insert that while we're talking about him. Loyalty is one of the remarkable qualities in Thomas Monson's life, and it's spoken or unspoken what he expects from other people. When you're Tom Monson's friend, you're his friend forever. He's committed to this idea of following a prompting, and the focus is almost always one person. It's seldom ever a big deal, a big group, or whatever. It's some little soul out there, a man or a woman or a child or a widow or somebody. He's fond of quoting that Jesus went about doing good. That was a favorite line of his. I remember him using it at David Haight's funeral, and yeah, I think that's what he'd expect from members of the church is go do this. And not because he does it, not because Thomas Monson does it, but because the Savior did, because that is the example of Christ-like love. That is the real meaning of charity. And charity would be a kind of a synonym. Compassion would be a synonym for the life that Thomas Monson led. So I think he kind of would assume we'd do the same thing. And I confess that he has been a great inspiration to me to try to do that. He prepares precisely. Back in the old days, before teleprompters, he memorized. So he had every word. He knew exactly what he wanted to say. And that's kind of a requirement in these days of timed television components, but he seemed to do it better than anybody else. And the memorization was just dramatic. I mean, it was very impressive. He's really poetic in his style, in his writing style, and therefore his oratory. He's enthusiastic. He has that larger-than-life, robust spirit. His spirit's as big as his body, and it comes out, and he's just, he's always happy. He's always upbeat. I can't imagine a time that that I've ever known him to be down. He's just robust.